to another episode. My name is Bertrand. The purpose of my channel is clarity and confidence, especially when you get out of a relationship, because you really just have to be able to see things with a different pair of lenses, and you have to believe whatever you do, you can actually do it. You can achieve it. You can reach that goal. Now, today is a topic, and this one is about Marjorie Harvey. The reason why is because she was allegedly had an affair with the bodyguard. Now, I hope that this is not true, and there's 3 reasons as to why that is. So let's go ahead. Let's get right into it. Number one, because if this is true, it's going to show business is being done at the highest level. Now, I'm not saying that it's not possible, but what I'm saying is there's not many men who can compete with Steve Harvey kind of money. Like, that money is different. So who would she be looking to level up with? Or who is she actually looking to go back to? Right? Because, I mean, we all kind of know that women have a roster, whether you know it or not. Now, the next reason is I really wanted to believe that this woman changed herself. I was like, oh my gosh, like, her resume is bad. Like, to have a baby with a man is one thing, but then to turn around and have a baby with his cousin, like, that's different. Okay, like, I'm not telling nobody who they can date and who they can't date, but I mean, I think it would be better if you keep it out of the family. Now, who knows how close these two were, or even if they are cousins. I haven't done that kind of research, so I really don't know. But what I'm saying is, women look up to Marjorie. So if they're looking up to Marjorie and this is some shit that she's doing, oh my God, fellas, this sounds like we would have a real problem on our hands. Why? Well, let's get into number 3. Number 3 is Steve Harvey is known as the king of simps.
What's wrong with that?
Steve Harvey got the woman that he actually wanted. So much so to where he showed her his commitment. He adopted all of her children.
Goddammit, you was one goofy motherfucker. You a goofy mother. Look at this shit.
And changed their names, their last names, to Harvey. If that's not a high level of commitment, what is? So, again, I hope that this is some bullshit. I hope that this is not true, because it would really show that it's impossible to satisfy a woman, no matter what you have, no matter what you do. Now, here's one thing here's the reason why I could see that this is possible. She, meaning Marjorie, could actually come out and say, oh my gosh, Steve Harvey isn't spending enough time with me. I'm bored. I don't have anything to do. I need somebody that's gonna really be there for me. And the messed up part is, we all know where Steve Harvey is. He's on TV, or he's on somebody's podcast.
What's wrong with that?
Right? Like, Steve Harvey is a busy man. I'm hoping that it's not because Steve Harvey has really stood up for women, right? He's really given women that false sense of hope that they can find themselves a rich millionaire, right? Or close to a billionaire, right? And that woman can have him all to herself. I understand why Steve Harvey simps the way that he does, because I remember when I got that girl that I wanted. I mean, come on, fellas. We all have at least that one woman that we really wanted, and when we got her, it was just like, oh, you felt like the man. I felt like the man when I got that one woman I wanted. But, of course, didn't get to keep her, and that was a long time ago, right? I was 21 years old. I'm 37 now, so it's something that I remember more for reference sake, but we definitely went off in 2 different directions in life. But when it comes to Steve Harvey, his audience is primarily women. In fact, I think his audience is actually all women. But here's the thing. There are 1.7 million more women in the United States than there are men. So I like to just round that up and say there's 2 million more women in the United States than there are men, right? So if every man got married, there would still be 2 million more women who would not have a man. So that false sense of hope of them thinking that they can get a billionaire, knowing damn well that that does not even represent a fraction. That's not even 1%, right? That's like 0.1%. Right? Meaning ultra rare, meaning You're not going to find it again unless you're already in those circles with those people. And if you are, and this is what you're doing, then more than likely you already have a relationship, meaning she's been cheating on him. Now, with all this being said, I hope this isn't real, because if it is, Steve Harvey at his age, his old age, he would have to reinvent himself. And I don't think he really wants to do that, not at the age that he is now. But if he did, would he really trust women? Would he really trust another woman? Right? I don't know. I really don't. But what I will tell men is this: aspire to make the type of money that Steve Harvey is making. I'm not telling you to do it the ways that Steve Harvey is doing it. I'm sure he has so many different ways that you can just look to him for inspiration, meaning figure out ways to make more money. Not for women, but so you can have a lifestyle. And in that lifestyle, that will attract women. So make sure you're exercising on top of that. If you don't work out, at least an hour a day, at least make sure that you get 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 calf raises, and 100 squats, right? These things are going to help build up your confidence. Also, change the type of music that you're listening to. If you really, really need like a boost of confidence, find some songs. There's plenty of songs that will help you with that. Next, adapt to dating. You really have to figure out what type of woman you want in your life. You really have to figure out if the type of woman you want even exists.
To pay a prostitute so she leaves when we're done, rather than sit here and put a bunch of money into a chick.
Because today, it is a different day. Things like women have fought for equality, and they are sexually liberated, and they're putting it in our faces. They are sexually liberated. They do not have to listen to you. They don't have to listen to me. They don't have to listen to anybody. They can do as they please. And I'm not here to tell them that they shouldn't walk around or dress up in lingerie and go out into the world. I'm not here to tell them that. I'm here to tell you to adapt, but also enjoy the hookup culture, because as I just said, women are sexually liberated, and they are making sure that they involve themselves in a lot of friends with benefits, situationships. In fact, if this is true, that means this was definitely a situationship, or a friends with benefits, or possibly even a fling. Now, again, I'm going to say this for the last time in this video. I hope that this is not true, because this would be heartbreaking, especially for a man like Steve Harvey, because he invested a lot. And to my knowledge, he didn't even have children with this woman, but he still committed his life and his name to this woman. Now, with all this being said, I gotta ask you guys, is there any real proof? Do you know if this actually happened? Did she actually have an affair with the bodyguard? Comment under this video. Keep this in mind. And remember, whenever you're watching these videos, you are becoming a better version of yourself. That means you 2.0. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.